Join us on the journey. Through darkness we'll bring light. Rural Report is here, guiding us through the night.
Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and we did it. We made it, right? It is election day. This is probably the earliest and maybe one of the earliest videos I will ever put out. But I did want to make something and get it out pretty early because today we're going to go vote. Maybe some of you, if not a lot of you, have already early voted or absentee voted or however, but I still think that there's at least some of you, maybe even half of you or more, that go kind of like me and you want to be old school and you want to go vote in person day of. So I do want to put this out and we're going to talk a little bit, and I won't make this very long. Number one, um, I don't care who you vote for. This is for everybody, red, blue, purple, green, whatever. I don't care what your party affiliation or who you're voting for, in whatever election from president to dog catcher. Whoever it is that you are voting for, just make sure that you are informed. You're not voting because your friend told you to. Don't vote because you saw a sign or a commercial and that name rings a bell. Make sure that you are educated. It doesn't matter what celebrity told you, what your favorite singer, pop star, football player, whatever. Um, they have their own agendas. What works for them may not work out best for you. So find out the candidates, find out the local issues that are going to affect you in a very strategic and tactical way, and make sure that it benefits you, make sure that it benefits your family, make sure it benefits your community. This is a very personalized thing, and however you feel about it, even if your vote is completely opposite of what mine is, I want you to go vote. Get out there and vote. Your voice matters. You matter. If you are legally allowed, then it is your civic duty as an American citizen to voice that. So, one, make sure you go do it. Two is don't look at polls. Don't look at any of the news media, social media, anything along those lines. Get out there and do it. Don't have it to where somebody tells you that the lines are really long and make it to where they're trying to dissuade you. Don't get it to where you see something because I believe the polls will probably be skewed, especially early on, where it'll say that some candidate is up by 10, 15 points, and you're just like, well, my guy's already going to win. He's up way big, or my person is losing really bad. What's one more vote? It's not going to matter. It matters. You matter. Your vote matters. Go vote. Next, after all of that, is don't let fear have it to where you are afraid to go to the polling stations. Okay. We live in a society, it is not Mayberry anymore, as much as most of us wish that we could have it to where you could leave your front door wide open and, nobody's going to mess with it. We just sadly don't live there anymore. Maybe one day we will, but uh, you know, you take a risk every time that you step outside. You never know what vicious, dog or animal is going to be out there. You don't know what two-legged person with nefarious intentions is outside your door, waiting by your car. You don't know who's impaired driving that, suddenly makes a turn and now they're on the same road as you. You don't know who's going to make a dumb decision in the store, at work, some disgruntled employee. You take a gamble every time, okay? And we don't live in fear. We take it for granted that everything's the same exact and that whatever we do in our life and our day to day, it's going to be the same as yesterday and all the days before that. I mean, it's simply just not true. So don't let fear stop you, but also don't get into that false sense of security. Keep your head on a swivel. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings, make sure you know where your exits are, be safe about everything, but go out and vote. Okay. Make sure that you take the time. You should have already done it, but polls close pretty late. A lot of them 6, 7, 8, whatever. Check your state, check your area. Okay. That's not on me to tell you when your polls open, close, or anything along those lines. But you have a specific time. If you have not voted and you plan on going to vote in person, check out where your voting station is, where your polling place is. Go there in person. Make sure that you have everything that you need so that way you can get there and you can vote. Do not wait until last minute, okay? For example, I don't know when you're polling and voting places, okay? I don't know when all that closes. For example, if yours closed at midnight, which none of them do, okay? If your poll place closes at midnight, do not pull into the parking lot at 11:59. Okay, there's probably going to be a lot of shenanigans about we're closing down early because the lines are too long, or we're glitching, so now you have to drive across town and things like that. Show up as early as you possibly can, and do what you've got to do. It's some of it, yes, some of you are going to stand in lines that are going to be an hour, 2, 3 hours long, and it's going to be not fun. I get it, but it's one day and it's a couple hours that's going to dictate the next, 2, 4, 6 years, depending on who you're voting for. So, do your duty and suck it up for an hour, 2 hours, whatever the wait is, and cast your ballot, cast your vote, and make sure that your voice is heard. That's the whole point of the way that we have things now, is that you have a say. And I know there's going to be a bunch of people that's going to refute that, and that's fine if that's your belief system. uh, Maybe maybe you are correct, okay, but for me, I want to believe that we still have a system that works. And yes, I think that there's things that can influence from outside. I think that things can happen. No plan that is out there is 100%. There is no 100% secure, safe, um, fair, honest election. It's not true. Um, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's outside, bad actors. You can just have somebody wrote the wrong software and have a bunch of glitching in just one little tiny county that's got 1,000 people in it, and the wrong person wins. Uh, it's things happen. Okay, for whatever reason, things happen. But that's not to dissuade. That is for you to go out and do what you got to do. So make sure that you are well aware. Make sure that when you leave the house today, do you have everything that you need? Do you have your phone completely charged up? Is the gas in the vehicle, is it all topped up? Do you know your routes? Do you know your time that you need to leave the house? Do you know the time that you need to leave work? Is there, something that you can change or alter to maybe make things a little easier? Can somebody else pick up the kids today from school? Or, maybe can you skip lunch and leave a half hour, an hour earlier? Can you work over and just take a long lunch and run down and vote? It's a lot of things to think about, but I did want to make sure that I come on and highly, highly encourage you to get out and vote. I think it's still an extremely important civic duty of ours as an American to exercise that right. Rights can always be taken away, and so while we have that right, we should exercise it to the fullest extent that we possibly can. And today's the day to do it. So I've rambled on long enough. I hope that you guys have a safe day, a blessed day. Head on a swivel. Don't live in fear. Don't let anything, uh, happen to where it's an unfortunate accident to where you could have easily done something about it. Just make sure that you're safe, make sure that you're aware of your surroundings, uh, make sure that you are helping those around you. The world's sorely needing good people, good intentioned, well meaning, decent people with strong morals and strong values. Uh, Step up and offer that today. Say hello to a stranger, wave, smile, be kind to somebody. You may end up making somebody's day. You never know what that outreach and that touch that you do in somebody else's life that you may never encounter again. So, but with that, I hope that you guys have an amazing day, a blessed day. Stay tuned because we'll follow this along a little bit. Maybe we'll do a special episode on Wednesday, as well as we will be doing our live stream Wednesday night. So join us over there. And if you made it this part in the video, guess what? You rock. Remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.